You either is or you ain't. You do or you don't. You can or you can't. Or you will or you won't. Either way, baby, a good man, well, he's hard to find. Hey, everybody, McGillbilly here.
And I'm Jamie.
And I'm Lexi.
Welcome to one more for the good guys, where girls are good guys too.
Exactly.
And we're the good guys. Also brought to you by Good Guys Cigars. If you're here for the first time, welcome. Thank you so much for coming. If you like what you hear and see with our cigar content, then please.
Easy, Dink.
Then please hit the like, subscribe, and the notifications button. Notifications bell being very important simply because of the censorship YouTube has shown over premium hand-rolled cigar content. You will need to hit that button just simply to continue to get the coverage from us of the contents that we create. So with that said, what in the world? Oh, yeah. And if you're here back for a more cruel and unusual punishment, well, as I say each and every week, beatings will continue until morale improves. So, all you new folks have got that to look forward to.
Which means beatings will continue.
That's right. What are we talking about today?
Well, it's been about a year that Good Guy Cigars have been in business, and we're doing a year in review, our first year in business review, and talk about the stuff we've learned and the
stuff we didn't learn,
stuff we smoked,
stuff we should have learned.
Exactly.
Favorite gigs.
Yeah.
Our story for those of you newbies who might not know exactly how we started out. All that good stuff. So, yeah, I am smoking today. I am smoking the Big Sky.
Ooh, said it was.
Sorry. And this is the Bighorn. Yeah, that's what it is. The Big Sky Bighorn. Not to be mistaken for the Matterhorn. Or Bigfoot's Big Footprint.
Is that one of their cigars?
It is. This is a part of a thing that they do called the River Series. All these, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and they offer these in a sampler pack. That is all named after Montana rivers. So the Madison, the Bighorn is the one I'm smoking, the Yellowstone, as well as there's
the Bitterroot.
The Bitterroot.
The Bitterroot.
And there's one more.
So what I'm hearing is we need to go to Montana and smoke all of these cigars in their location.
I would fly fish.
I would think so.
Ooh, fly fish. Yeah.
Yeah.
We used to know people that fly fish, but we no longer know those people.
They don't want us bothering them anymore.
That's right. See ya.
Oh, shit. But at any rate, the Bighorn that I'm smoking is a 6.25 by 52. It is San Andreas wrapper, Nicaraguan binder, Nicaraguan fillers, and of a strength of medium. Very chocolatey, like you would expect off of a cocoa-y chocolate. And not like the bitter, not like a bitter baking type chocolate, or not a real high percentage dark chocolate, but still got some sweetness to it, but very good so far.
This is a 6x54 Toro, the Bitterroot, which is described as a blue ribbon trout stream, trout river. This thing is substantial. I mean, it is serious feeling. Great, beautiful band. Hefty. This is a Nicaraguan Puro too. It's Nicaraguan Habano wrapper,
nice.
Nicaraguan binder and filler. And I'll tell you, right off the lot, man, it was toast. It's like toast and then bacon spice. Really surprisingly not as peppery as you might imagine.
This one either.
I think that Habano wrapper really tames this down a little bit and kind of mutes it. You know what I'm saying?
Maybe.
But so far, so good, man.
May blow your face off.
May blow your face off.
But good nonetheless. Huh?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Lexi has... she cheated. She was smoking. We were doing 2 podcast episodes today, and she fired up an Atabay on the last one.
And I am enjoying every last bit of it.
As well you should. Big Sky is one of those brands I heard about first on the Cigar Authority way back when, and they actually did another cigar. The first one I had was out of this, as a part of the River series now, but it was the Blackfoot, and I imagine that was named after the Blackfoot River, a really, really, really good cigar.
It was the first one I had from that brand, too.
San Andres wrapper, Habano binder, and Corojo filler. So, I got to love it.
Oh, yeah. Like Neapolitan ice cream.
It really is.
Just pick a flavor and eat it.
And put Corojo on it.
That's right.
Yeah, what kind of sprinkles you want?
Corojo.
See if they got Corojo. But we both smoked that cigar and was just like, holy shnikes. What a great cigar. And then we started learning a little bit more about them. We went to PCA back in, that was in April, wasn't it? Last month?
Yep.
Time flies.
And we got to meet the guys, and super nice people, had a great looking booth. I loved that it was all, their booth was just very simply put together.
Acted like they wanted our business.
Yeah, they wanted to sell cigars.
Loaded us up with samples.
They have great branding, though, too. Like, their boxes look good. They've got
Montana.
some gimmicky stuff, but it's still, it's cool.
What was it the call said in Lonesome Dove? It's a cattleman's paradise. Or what did he say? It's a cattleman's paradise to hear Jake tell it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Why don't you ride on up there? And me and Jake will gather a herd. You ride up there and kill the Indians all. And me and Jake will gather a herd and head on up there. And what does he say? I'd like to see the herd that you and Jake had gathered. Herd of whores, maybe.
Yeah.
That's what he said. Lonesome Dove. If you've not seen it, you need to see it. They take a cattle drive and go to Montana from Texas. And tell you what, man, this is a good smoke right here.
Yeah.
Really is. I'm really
that's
excited.
Good to hear.
Yeah.
That's good to hear because we were excited about taking on this brand. And I can say this one as well is this one's a little reminiscent to the Blackfoot, but it is not. Let's see here. This kind of puts me in the mind of that. It kind of. But that cocoa, that chocolatey cocoa taste kind of puts me, I get the same kind of taste out of that Villager Valenciadora.
Ah.
So
very nice.
It's not super, it's not overpowering. It is, now I'm only that far into it, but they're saying it's a straight up medium, and I can appreciate it for that. Really good stick. But with that said, this is, we were excited to meet Big Sky. We were excited to be a part of our first PCA. And I guess going back to the very beginning, would be, I kind of started searching on the internet and finding wholesalers and trying to create a little bit of buying opportunity. And I would buy, Jamie and I would split boxes. We would come up with really good deals. And then I had a few more friends that I'd buy boxes for, sort of brokering a little bit, but just with the deals and stuff that I could find. And then we sold out of totes for a couple of years, or a year, at the very least. And then, we talked about doing a podcast forever. I had built this place, and, one thing led to another, and 6 months had went by, and we still hadn't done a podcast, and then another month, and then finally we were just like, hey, let's just do something, and it'll reveal itself what it needs to be, or what it's supposed to be, or what you guys want it to be. And lo and behold, nearly 200 episodes later, here we are, still smoking cigars and talking about things, but in a whole different light now, with a business attached to it.
Right.
We talked about, originally was just like, man, we should just put this thing on a trailer. And you'd have a lounge and humidor and the whole 9 yards. And that kind of got us to thinking about, we could really do this, and we could actually we could build it out to the design and to the specs and the way we want. And we researched and did that for 6 months probably. And when it was time to pull the trigger, that was the easy part, it seemed like to me.
I agree. I think that, sometimes you got to start. You just got to start something. And I think our first event, Lexi said, was April 7th of 25, our first official event. And that was before the trailer, right?
Yeah.
Before the trailer.
We were still selling out of totes.
Still selling out of totes, but we did an official event with Montosa Maduro and the Natural, the Montosas.
Yeah.
And had a big turnout for that.
Unbelievable turnout for that. I mean, we had many people.
Yeah, I think we signed up 11 OGs.
Day one, basically.
Day one.
So.
Well, at the day one event.
Yeah.
Day one gig was a different story.
Yeah, sure.
We did an event down at one of the local Harley Davidson shops, and it had rained, and then there was quite a bit of stuff that
didn't go as planned.
It didn't go as planned.
Yeah.
That was the first event in the trailer.
Yeah. That's right. That
was in August.
I jumped ahead.
Yeah.
So our first events, several, April, May, June, July events were out of totes, and the trailer was being built, spec'd out to what we wanted. And then the first event with the trailer ended up being at Harley Davidson, and we still didn't have a wrap on it. It was just
very plain.
A trailer.
Yeah, just a gray trailer with a window.
Yeah.
People thought we had corn dogs in there.
Still do, yeah.
It turned out we had cigars.
Sometimes I wish we did have corn dogs,
They'll walk up, can I get a cheeseburger?
I got a corn dog and a big sky cigar. Absolutely. So, and we kept saying, don't despise small beginnings. And we're kind of still in small beginnings now. We've learned a lot, and we've met a lot of people. Most of those people we like to meeting. I guess all of them, really. We've really not had any asshole customers, have we?
Not yet.
Not for long.
Yeah.
Mike usually runs them off pretty quick.
That's true.
There's 3 rules of good guy cigars. Don't be an asshole, don't be an asshole, and don't be a goddamn asshole. So, as long as you can do that, yeah. We're all going to get along. No, we haven't. We
No,
haven't.
we've had a
the
very
majority
good-
of people that we have met have been really good and
Great experience.
and
Just a good-
interested in what we were doing as
Right.
well.
Right.
And wanted, and for the most part, wants to be a part of it and try to be a more part of it to where they can help. They can feel vested and they can help us along,
Yeah.
and they can further in their journey because now they've got a one-stop shop, somebody that knows about the product, that can tell them things, the do's and don'ts with the products, as well as get their products and any of their accessories to help them in their hobby.
And then after the trailer was wrapped and we were ready to go, we've done event after event after event.
Except for in the winter.
Except for the winter, we learned that we're not really set up for winter yet.
We needed a break anyways.
And what is your favorite event we've done, you think?
I think the winter, I think we had come off such a high, and I don't think we felt like we needed that break, but I think with what we did during the break, I think it helped us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it helped us get ahead.
I do too.
Looking back on it, but now during the time, it was like,
well, with the Christmas spectacular, it's hard to do the cigar trailer and for y'all to worry about.
Yeah, I
all
mean,
of that.
2 months of winter is preparing for that and then doing that. So you've got basically November and December done anyway. And by the time you get out of that, you're so damn tired, you don't want to do anything for 2 or 3 weeks. So now you're in February.
Yeah. And
so,
the next thing you know, it's February.
Yeah,
for sure.
And,
but back to your question, favorite event we've
done?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Mine's probably all of our OG events. That's my favorite time of the month. I love getting to see all of our guys and their wives, and we don't really have any girls currently besides wives, I guess, right?
Yeah, we do have a lot of female smokers, though, but they are fortunately came with their husbands or significant others. And it's a big family time. Yeah, I enjoy all those too.
Yeah, I love the OG events. I'm always happy to see everybody. It always amazes me. Well, this past one, we had it at a different place than we had them in the past, and I was just like, I'll be surprised if we get X amount, and it was twice that, which was
you were surprised,
such a surprise, but also not just the surprise factor of it, but it was uplifting too.
Yeah.
It really, and
I feel that way at every event. Like, I feel like every event we're like, well, we didn't really get that many RSVPs or whatever. And every time they show up.
They show up. Yeah.
We're thankful for that.
Yeah, definitely thankful for that. As far as a special event was concerned, probably the favorite one, other than an OG event. Have you all got one other than an OG event?
I think so.
I do, and it's multifaceted reasoning behind it.
Yeah.
The event that I think that we did that was the most effective in pushing Good Guy Cigars from this fledgling thing to, hey, people know about us and we started getting some buzz, was the Smoky Mountain Bourbon Society.
That was mine too.
Yeah.
Which we're doing again.
Which we're doing again very soon. And it was freezing cold.
Yeah.
Remember? We didn't know what to expect.
So cold.
And
but working at the Hardin Valley Event Center is always a breeze. Like
oh yeah,
it's
the way
a good time. It's easy. It's fun.
Yeah,
we love working with them.
But those first time things too are always, I don't know. For me, I think I shouldn't say just for me, but I should say it makes things a little I think we've learned how to take that.
Yeah.
Much better than what we had first originally, when we had planned on doing something now, because all of the factors, we can control so many of the factors that's not the right way to say it. We know setup. We know, there's no unanswered question on factors of when we can actually get to where they want us.
Yeah.
You can walk off and they can walk off and leave us, and they don't have to worry, which I think is great for them as business owners, because now they know it's going to run smooth, and they know that you're going to be there on time. They can count on you. You do what you say.
We're not a needy business to be there. We're self-contained.
Yeah.
And we all have our roles, so our setup goes pretty smoothly.
I was going to say that one too.
Yeah.
That was going to be the one I said too. I think we learned a lot with that of not spending too much time on being able to read the room, because we were kind of hit with a lot of people.
Yeah.
And which is great, but you got to learn to maximize that, because at the end of the day, you're still there to try to make some money, and you're there to try to sell something. So that means upsell, that means bumping, that means not giving them an ear beating on stuff that they could care less about, making it easy on them to give us their money.
Yeah.
And I know that sounds that could come across as looking and or sounding greedy, but at the bottom line is we're there to make money. We're there to sell product. So I think that event also helped us in that way too.
I think it forced us early on to be real focused at a place.
Well, it was really early on
with some obstacles like the weather and such that we had to improvise. And I think that having a bunch of new people find out about us and interacting with us was the icing on that cake that we built all that day. So, one thing and it was a surprising, to be honest with you, I didn't expect that many people to be at that thing, really.
Yeah.
Especially because we get places early if we can, and we were there and it was like, nobody's here but us. And then, man, they piled in there, and apparently this one coming up is even bigger. So,
well, I think one thing we did learn about being early was that we don't have to be a day early. We can still be 2 or 3 hours early. But again,
we like
you don't know what to expect.
Yeah.
And now that we know what to expect as far as the controllable things that we do, then
and now that
we learned on that too.
And now that they know what to expect from us.
Yeah.
Because when you're in the position of getting vendors to come in, I was in the food truck business long enough to know that a lot of those folks that are running those businesses probably shouldn't be. And when you show up and you're on time and you do what you say you're going to do and you respond and whatever else, these people take notice of that. And they're like, wait a minute, Good Guy Cigars? Oh, you don't have to worry about them.
Yeah.
Empire Pizza, they're showing up. You don't have to worry about them. They're,
Yeah.
And I feel like that because we've tried to maintain our quality level.
Yeah.
From customer service to setup and everything else, that's been real good training for us to do bigger events. And we've got some bigger events coming up. So, because of the Smoky Mountain Bourbon Society event. So it was a really good networking event for us.
Very much so. No, I like that one. I enjoy getting our times with the, getting to watch the games, getting in the spirit of things together.
I love game days.
Yeah,
I like
game days are fun.
Do game days with this tent and
get
to watch it all and smoke a cigar.
Yeah.
Which I guess we'll do at Print Shop this year.
Well, part of them, the away games, will be at Hardin Valley Event Center.
Yeah. Oh, really?
Yeah, because they're going to be doing tailgating at Hardin Valley Event Center. So the away games, we will be down there.
That'll
be nice. I forgot you'd mentioned that.
Yeah. Yeah, so that'll be something new to look forward to and to figure out, our place, our role, our new surroundings, which is always fun as well. I think one of the just coming from such, saying this is going to sound like I'm trying to say we've arrived. We're still new surroundings, and we're still learning. We're still taking on more stuff. The good part about it is we've sold we've sold just as many cigars by this time as we did last year, if not more. And the other good thing about all of that is we've got more time in the trailer this year than we did last year. So, if things continue to go, I always felt like it was going to be successful to a degree, right? But in your all's minds, has it met that standard, and or has it surpassed it in your minds?
So. I feel like it was always going to be successful. I'm just surprised by how much support we have, and like how our customers are our customer. Well, yeah, but like our customer base, like our OG members, they support us, they like us, and I don't think I really expected to have consistent customers, I guess, like people that actually cared where we were rather than just people seeing us and stopping and buying cigars.
And monthly customers.
Exactly.
That kind of people there. Yeah.
I think that I think it went pretty much about as the way I expected it. And what I mean by that is this: having been in business for years and knowing how it is, the way you become successful is you don't stop. You just don't quit. Okay. You're going to get your breakthrough. You're going to have another obstacle right behind this one that you've got to deal with. And we've had a lot of obstacles in the last year that we have dealt with and overcome. And I think that's a testament to how a business can maintain itself, for a long period of time. So I expected it was going to be hard, and it has been. I expected that there were going to be obstacles, and there have been. I expected that if we pushed through the hard stuff and overcame the obstacles, or at least dealt with them as they came, that we were going to be successful, and we have been. The thing about it is that we got a lot of work ahead of us, of course, and I think that the things that we're getting good at, we need to make sure that we revisit those things on a daily basis and not get complacent with even the smallest thing. So, and we do that. We work really well as a team. I think our team is fantastic. We don't have any disagreements. And if we do, they last 30 seconds and that's the end of them. And that's, it's hard to keep a band together. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's kind of like having a band. Everybody's got their role. Everybody's got their strengths. Everybody's got their weaknesses. And I think that we've made it a year, right? And we're going to be having this conversation in 5 years and say, hey, we made it 5 years. Well, what are we going to do? What are we going to do next? And we've had some obstacles that are a first time in history thing, like the state of Tennessee trying to eliminate our business completely and to outlaw smoking in or outlaw internet sales and the sale of tobacco products, and to regulate tobacco in such a way to you had to have a permit and all this that. And on top of that, our lovely home city has now decided they're going to ban smoking in all places indoors.
In the city limits. Did
that just coincidentally happen right after we started a smoking business? That's an obstacle. So I judge how things are going to be successful by the number of obstacles that you have to overcome. And we've had a lot. So, and we're going to have a lot more. So I think it went about the way I thought it was going to go.
Yeah.
You know, I think that our business model was sound. I think that our ability to adapt and change has been something that we've been very good at.
Yeah.
This business has helped my patience level 1,000% because that's something I don't have much of. You don't either. So it's like, oh, hell, how are we going to do this? And I think we...
Calmer than you are, dude.
Yeah. So...
Calmer than you are.
Yeah.
Finishing my coffee.
Sometimes.
And I think a concept that most businesses have seen when they interact with us is that when we say we want to be a mutual benefit to your business like you are to ours, we actually mean it.
Yeah.
And some people just don't understand that. And that's okay. But the people that do understand it, I think, are the ones that have had to do the same thing that we've done, which is struggle to understand that, hey, once you vet somebody out and they prove to you that, hey, they're for our business too, that, you know, maybe there is some serious people in this world that actually care about other people's business. And then you have a couple of outliers that doesn't see that way. That's fine. We knew that was going to happen too. So this is the business that makes me want to get up in the morning.
Yeah.
Where the other one makes me want to kill everybody I know. So that's a good thing for me too.
It's all about balance.
Yeah, it sure is.
Calmer than you are,
This is the yin to that yang, if you will. You know.
Well, all right. I thought it was going to be successful, but I do feel like that we have. When we went to the New England Cigar Expo way back in September of last year, and you and I were we were driving into Boston. And we actually came up with the number of cigars and amount of money that we had sold.
Thus far, which was early. Right?
Oh, that was like, I mean, if our first
scratching, so less than a month in with the trailer.
Yeah.
The wrapped trailer.
And, you know, when we came up with that number and that amount, I was fucking blown away. I didn't that was the shot in the arm of knowing we belonged, and the tightening up that came just from that trip of things that we did to make it better. And then
we learned a lot on that trip.
A lot. And just so that was just an eye opener for me. And I was like, holy shit. And then by the end of the year, if you take that average and then you figure out what you've done in 6 months' time, numbers wise, and it was definitely more than I had thought, and I don't, did I think about them? Did I think about it with that kind of numbers involved? Like, how many cigars have we sold? how much money, not that we made, because we ain't made a dime. We've
Zero
invested
paychecks.
We've invested it back, which is what you have to do as part of our plan, and
Fortunately, we've been able to do it. That's the other
hell
thing.
yeah.
We
but that number is quite staggering to me when you think about it in just the sheer amount of time, and knowing that all of that was basically weekend warrior stuff.
Yeah. And I mean, we worked
Yeah.
weekends though. Like we did not. I mean, it was an all day thing, and I mean,
and it didn't feel like work.
No.
Not traditional work. I
It's
mean, it was
fun.
difficult, and we were tired. But when I felt like I'd accomplished something
yeah.
worth accomplishing.
Absolutely,
You
100%.
can accomplish a lot of shit, but is it worth accomplishing?
Yeah. No, I thought all of that outweighed the bad by
Yeah.
1,000,000%.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And when you start looking at that after freshly starting something, it's been a huge success.
Yeah, and the moment for me that I was like, okay, what we're doing is at least, if nothing else, falling in the right direction. Sometimes you feel like you take 2 steps forward, 1 step back, or 1 step forward, 2 steps back. But when we're walking around on that PCA floor, never been there before, have had basically zero interaction with other people, other retailers, if you will, outside of Dave and that crowd. And you get approached by a couple of people that we don't know, and they're like, hey, we love what you do. Then I'm like, okay, thank you. Obviously, always say thank you.
That's number one rule.
But the other thing is that, okay, maybe we're scratching the surface of doing some things correctly. You see, we talk about Creekside a lot, and how, and a lot of people do. They were 2025 PCA Lounge of the Year.
They're awesome.
They do great stuff. They're in a town, a great town, and they were there too. And I felt like, okay, we're going in that kind of direction that they're at,
Yeah. And they've got a year on us, so.
Oh, at least.
They're 2 years.
That's all.
Well, but they've also got they're. I'll tell you what I figured out from PCA was, so the first day we're there, and I know we've done a PCA wrap-up show, and we won't spend a lot of time on this, but for me, peeling the curtain back here a little bit was, so that first day is all about education, information, seminars, da-da-da-da-da. The show floor isn't open yet as far as to, meeting the manufacturers, getting samples, doing business, figuring out what you're going to carry, all that stuff. None of that's available yet. So the first day we're there, Rocky Patel comes on and talks about how that it's going to take more creativity and more effort and more unconventional thought process to create new customers and or to advance your business. And everything he said, we had been doing. We started
I thought
out.
that when he was
Did you feel that way too?
We talked about it.
I know you and I did.
Yeah.
But, and we literally, and then the show, so we talked about that, and then the show opens. And so now we're able to, I wanted to get my pitch on who we were down within like 2 minutes of being able to tell people about us without them thinking, who's this guy? How long is he going to shut up? Is he, or whatever. If they're pitching business to us, they're wanting to sell cigars and we're wanting to buy cigars, cause ultimately we want to sell them too. So we got 2 responses. The first one, when we told them, when we would tell them who we were, what we did, that we were first mobile humidor or retailer humidor in the state of Tennessee, first to have a podcast. It was informational and educational, and the first to sell online here in Knoxville, right? And when we talked to them about the trailer and what we did and how many sticks we carried and what, we got one look, which was like a cow staring at a new gate. Like, this gate wasn't here yesterday, was it? Where did this thing come from?
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever heard that saying before.
Yeah, like a calf staring.
They would have been more surprised if we had levitated
and landed a UFO in the middle of New Orleans.
Yeah.
Which, and I mean, that might not be that big a deal anyway.
Right. Good.
They didn't understand for sure.
No. But then the other part of that, the other part of that was, holy cow, that's so smart.
Yeah.
Like, that's the most progressive idea I've heard in this business ever. You guys really got to stick with that, and we want to be a part of that with you. So we got one of those 2 things, and I think that was supercharging to me, knowing that people want to do business.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that they liked what we were doing.
Yeah.
And that it was lining up with one of the keynote speakers who's had more influence on the business
than maybe anybody,
in a whole, as maybe anyone,
and who has walked it out from being the new kid on the block.
Yeah.
With basically no experience in the industry, and now is a household name.
Yeah.
In
the industry,
everybody's heard of Rocky Potato.
Oh, absolutely. Right?
Even, it's one of the first cigars I smoked was the 1990 vintage, which is still very good. I really like that one.
And we basically could have been his speechwriters for that.
Oh, I felt like he rode down with us.
Yeah.
And we'd all talked.
Yeah.
Which is great coming from a giant in the industry like that guy, who's probably forgot more about it than we're ever going to know, and has millions invested in it, and really from a lobbying standpoint has been probably the main one to really champion this, separating premium cigars from other tobacco products and everything else. So, it's an honor to even to have the same thoughts that guy had. So
that was encouraging, to say the least. Coming out of that, also with carrying some new brands, has been exciting. It's going to make the next event exciting. It's going to make it made coming back and having one of our OG events really exciting, to be able to share the things we learned and things we got to do, experiences we got to have. So where do you guys see it going next year? I just make it that broad and that simple.
I think from just the basic standpoint for us as a business is, now that we're narrowing down the brands and blends that we're going to carry all the time, right. That number one, the expansion of our lounge into more of a diverse experience. I think that some of the things that we've talked about, that maybe we can just talk about them while we're on here.
Sure.
I think that having the golf simulator situation coming up, as a possibility is a real exciting thing. Did I tell you there's a golf simulator that pulled into that RV place where we were up
In a
there?
trailer.
In a trailer.
They had a trailer golf simulator.
Sure did.
Wow.
And
which we were. It didn't look super tall, so I'm wondering how there was room to like swing.
I know.
Yeah.
But it was slick.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. So that I think that the way that we've been able to bridge the gap as a company to include so many female viewers and smokers because of Lexi and Meg, and like you said, a lot of our members' wives that
and I
smoke.
feel like that's pretty new. Like I feel like they've tried to get into it because of their husbands going to these events, or they're wanting to have something in common or a hobby with their partner, which is great. Like that's a good thing for couples to get into together.
Yeah, I think that's something that we really, we talked about doing a spin-off podcast this coming year, the Smoke Show. That Lexi will head that up, and I'm sure we'll be involved with it as well.
Sure.
We need to find another woman.
Yeah, exactly.
I need a co-host.
But I think that's now that we have at least won this little battle with the legislation to not try to run us out of town, and run everybody else out of town. I think now that we can kind of, put that not on the back burner, but put that on a side burner and let that sucker simmer for a while, keep an eye on it. I think we do what we're doing. I think that we continue to hone our craft.
Yeah.
And what I mean by that for the audience is, hey, I learn something about cigars every day. I try to learn something about people every day. I try to learn something about, what can I do better to be better as a salesperson, as somebody that, I want to like the people that we buy from.
Yeah.
It's like we told Glenn Case. I told him. I said, listen, it's an honor to buy from you. It's an honor for us to buy from Nick Perdomo. Because we've spent time with that guy. We spent time with Glenn Case enough to know that they have a heart for people and for the business and are people that we want to model our behavior after. And that's the one thing about the cigar business I tell everybody is how family centric it is and how that's a rare thing these days anywhere, but especially in business, right?
Yeah. I think it's really impressive. That things still get done that way in this business.
It's comforting.
And timing still matters. As we know in music as well as in life, that timing is, it's so important. Being in tune, and with your people, with your surroundings, the timing aspect of it, and there's a big part of it that is your word in this business too, and a handshake and an agreement, and or hey, we're going to take care of this. That stuff means a lot, and even at the highest level, that has shown to be true in so many different circumstances or situations that we've been in with it. So, I think we do. We try to get better at, as, as a salesperson, as a business owner, as a person, creatively, whether that's coming up with marketing or promotion ideas, as well as podcasting and those ideas. I want to see being able to, we've got 2 or 3 people lined up to come in and be on the podcast. The guys from Big Sky want to come on. I don't see why there should be any reason that we wouldn't be getting reps on. I want to try to figure out something. Would you guys like to do a smoke along? to where we basically would get together one night out of the month and or out of say twice monthly or every week if it works. But could we get into some type of Patreon type of deal to where it would be worth having a smoke along with a certain brand and or a certain stick or a completely open forum that is behind and I'm not saying like when I say a paywall, I don't mean something that's going to be, I mean, I'm like talking about.
You're not talking about like OnlyFans for cigars, are you?
No.
Mike's coming up with new stuff.
I'm not prepared for that. I'm going to need to hit the gym first.
Nobody's ready for that.
I'm sure.
No, I'm just saying, it would be something that would be a cup of coffee.
Yeah.
Price wise, but you get complete access to, you get a completely open forum to where you can talk about, we don't have to worry about censorship or, that kind of thing. Exactly. But we also can bring in a guest on those smoke alongs, and things like that. So we're always trying to come up with a different idea on how to be creative, whether when it comes to being in person or on the podcast or in business. Like Jamie said, you constantly try to learn something about this business every day and or about how to do things better, how to try to get ahead. So with that in mind, we've got some reps that we could probably get on. Lacey, there's 2 or 3 different people you might try with connections and learning about things in the podcast world that you could get your female guests on and different things like that. So we're just constantly trying to evolve into something that's going to be better. And, that's what you got to do to stay relevant.
Adapt, man.
You have to adapt or you'll go by way of the dodo bird.
The dodo bird.
Do you guys have any big dreams for the business in this next year?
Yes.
What is it?
Make millions and millions.
Whatever.
1 million.
Smithers.
Do you have any ideas?
Excellent. Yes, all kinds of ideas. Very nice. Very evil. I think an idea would be try to figure out something that would be worth value that we could get behind a paywall and be able to offer more things from Good Guys Cigars to people who would want to be able to do something like that, whether it's a smoke along or a monthly pack or, name it. We're going to have Dave Garofalo on a call with us tonight, smoking a United cigar, or Oliver Nouveau, or the
Nick
Big
Perdomo.
Sky, or Nick Perdomo, or whomever it may be. Our rep from Crown Heads, our rep from Perdomo, our rep from, I'd really like to see that part of it. I'd like to figure out the right way to be able to maximize our reach because we're so limited on marketing and promotion with all the censorship that goes in with social medias and YouTube and podcast and stuff. So we can find something that has a worth and a value of, even if it was something like $5 a month.
Yeah.
That we could come up with, that we could get more people involved in, that would be worth it to them. That's something I really would like to see happen.
My vision
to grow our reach.
Yeah, me too. But my vision, and as far as what I'd like to see in the next year, is that we have so many outside influences against tobacco as it is. Okay. And we've talked about it many times. I talked about it yesterday at the dentist office. Smoking cigarettes killed half my family.
Yeah.
Right. And once I learned the truth behind premium cigars, and that not only are premium cigars and not cigarettes at all, and how we hit home that, hey, this is something that you can do safely and inexpensively to lengthen your life and to improve your life, because I've done it personally. Okay. This hour and a half, anytime I'm sitting to smoke with y'all or whoever, it allows me to shut down the clutter of the world.
Oh, yeah.
And to focus on this. And there's nothing, in my opinion, right now, especially for men, okay? Nothing against women, but women are very good at being social. They're very good at having an outlet to where they can deal with their stresses. And I think that my dream is to see other men understand that, hey, you got the weight of the world on your shoulders. You got to make that payment. You got to do this. You got to take the kids to the ball game. You got to make sure your wife's happy. You got blah, 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 whatever. Is that all that by sitting down and focusing?
Yeah, some self-help
can improve your life so much that there's no reason not to do it. And the health issue has been statistically, medically proven to not be a factor. And not only that, to maybe increase your lifespan because of the stress relief. So for me, I was so surprised, and we didn't touch on this, but I'm going to. So surprised to see all the brand new or very occasional smokers that come up to our window. And I think that one of our callings as a business is to educate those people and to include those people in this nationwide, worldwide club of cigar smokers, because your life is better for it. I promise you. So that's what I like about what we do, is that we're passionate about it, and it shows. And when you're passionate about something, I told one of our customers this, I don't care what you're passionate about. Ballet, let's say. I can talk ballet with you for about 2 seconds, right? I'm not passionate about it. I get it. It takes a lot of skill. I'm impressed by it, but I'm not passionate about it. But if you were passionate about ballet, I'm going to listen.
Yeah.
Because it ain't about the subject matter. It's about the heart behind the subject matter. Yeah. And that's something that I think that whole industry wide, this is one of the few, maybe the only I can think of that, hey, this is a collective. Right.
Yeah, very much so.
So what I want to see this year is just more new cigar smokers, men and women, but that can find what we have found in this, which is a way to take this crazy ass life that we all live, which is instant gratification, doom scroll, blah 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 blah, all this crap, and just take that shit and cut it off. Slow it down and understand that there's only a few things in this life that matter, and most of the things that I just named don't. Yeah. That's what I want to see more of right there, especially for me and us, but that radiates to your customer.
100 million%. And that's what I mean by reach, is to be able to network. Exactly. What about you, Lex? What's your big hopes and dreams?
I would love to see a Good Guys expo. I want us to have a big event. I want us to have some kind of entertainment, kind of like this Smoky Mountain Bourbon Society. How they all get together. They all have the same interest, and do that with cigars in Knoxville specifically, because that's not happening.
I think we can. I mean, from the things that we have. I think this industry and this business and what we do is so eerily similar to performance art
Oh,
Yeah.
man, very
that
much so.
it is spooky to a degree because, you know, the things we have organized, the things we have been able to do through the years, would seem like this would be a drop in the bucket to be able to do something. It'd be
Yeah.
in our wheelhouse, if you will.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, that's well, I think that's a great thing to be reaching for. We're going to be going to the Cigar Expo this year.
I'm so excited I get
New
to attend
Hampshire.
this year.
And Lexi's been invited to be on the Ash Hills podcast.
Yeah.
So hopefully we can work the logistics on that out.
Yeah.
And
have you told them yet?
yeah.
I texted Agnes yesterday, and she's been interacting with us a lot.
Good.
So we'll see if it gets to happen or not.
Good deal. Well, I think it's something, I guess, getting back is to just the whole performance art. You know, when it's time to be Cigar Man, you got to be Cigar Man.
Yeah.
When it's time to be, you know, musician, front man, piano player, whatever that is, you know, you have to have that ability to flip the switch. And fortunately enough, I've always been comfortable that my flipper ain't been broke and my switch has always worked. So in the cigar world, I find it so comparable, don't you?
Oh, very much so.
And you have to be, you know, it's something you got to be passionate about. But, well, I think those are a lot of great goals. I mean, something on the, I mean, we've already seen more growth in the last month or 2 months in our internet sales than we have since we started. And I think we owe that to the OG events that we've been doing around the city, the new places we've been, and of course, you know, word of mouth. People talk, and hopefully they're saying good things. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. And if you're not, just shut up.
Yeah, just keep your mouth
Good
shut.
guys only.
Just keep your mouth shut. We'll all get along that way. I said that the other day at that birthday party, and people were just like, huh?
Huh?
It's like, it'll soak in a minute.
Sometimes you just go right over the heads.
I've been getting used to that a lot in my life. So, yeah, it's no fun when they don't laugh at your joke.
No, it's not.
And when they don't hear you.
Yeah. It's like a joke, but smaller.
Yeah.
Right? What you say?
That's it.
Yeah, that's what he said.
I say, son, that's like a joke, but smaller.
Yeah.
But at any rate, well, I think that's a lot of great things. I think it's a lot of good things that there's possibilities of. If you've got comments, suggestions, ideas, put them in the comment section. We would love to hear them. Check out the website if you want to know more about Big Sky Cigars and or
the Instagram.
Yes.
All the social media.
All the social medias.
Right.
Yes. And if you want to know more about any of us, our Good Guys Cigars, one more for the Good Guys podcast, any of the cigars that we carry, the cigars we're smoking, you can find us at all your social medias, YouTube, anywhere you pod. The podcast has been coming out every Monday for, like I said, what is this? We're getting close to 200 episodes, aren't we?
No. Is it?
I think so.
It's like we have 219 videos posted.
Okay.
We have 100. We're in our third year. So we have about 100. I'll tell you exactly what I just posted today. I think we have 140 episodes posted.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, should we wait till 200 to do a big giveaway?
Sure.
Come up with something? Should we
That
do
would
it
be
at
good.
150?
150.
I mean, what do y'all think?
We'll figure it out.
See what I'm working with? Got Nintendo Knuckles over here, and one says we'll figure it out.
Yeah, Nintendo Knuckles.
We always figure it out.
I like it. I like it. It's quick.
Tommy
That
Two
was
Thumbs.
good.
Two Thumbs.
Oh man. Well,
but at any rate, if you want to know more, go to the website, Google us, Good Guys Cigars. Check out all of the podcasts, YouTube, social media pages. We're on all of them. If you can't find us, then you're doing something wrong, and you shouldn't have any excuses.
Stop doing stuff wrong.
Yeah, stop doing wrong stuff. Stop doing stuff wrong. At any rate, if you want to know more about that, check us out. We appreciate all the support that you've given us over the years. And yeah, we're just going to keep trying to do better. So if you can come up with some good ideas, there might be something in it good for you. We might try to come up with some kind of giveaway for 150 episodes, 200 episodes, whatever it may be. We'll figure that out. If you got ideas for that, put them in the comments. Be kind. It doesn't cost a dime to be kind to folks, especially in this crazy world we're in these days. Have fun, enjoy yourselves, and always remember there's a price to be paid for cruelty. So, y'all want to do another one?
Sure.
Yeah.
You heard it here first. Cheers. That's one more for the good guys. I'll be gone in the morning before the sun comes up, with me and my weenie dog and my pickup truck. And either way, baby, a good man, it's hard to find. I said, now either way, baby, a good man is hard to find.